I love new stuff. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Raemie Reyes, and this week's tutorial is something super bold and super colorful and super something about something I've never tried before. I'm so excited. Alright, so today's tutorial is really inspired by not only the Olympics but the entire world. So the Olympics is in Rio, and with the colors of the Olympic rings, I really wanted to do something that kind of was really colorful and really spoke to me as the colors of the world, which clearly for me was the rainbow. So, and then when I got the Morphe Picasso palette, I was super excited because I've never used it before, and you know, I was just going to have a lot of fun with it, and it just kind of came to me, Olympics, Rio, people, colors, oh my god, I gotta do this. Without rambling on like I feel like I'm totally doing, why don't we jump into this tutorial and let me show you how I got this look. Also, make sure before you are leaving, you are giving my video a thumbs up and also subscribing to my channel for my huge giveaway at 500 subscribers. So our first step is going to be going in with the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And with this, I'm going to put a little pea size on my finger, and I'm going to press it into my entire eyelid. So this is going to be from my lash line all the way up to my brow and then everywhere in this area. And then to set that, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Pressed Powder. And then I'm putting the powder everywhere that I put the eyeshadow primer. Next, in order to define my brows just a tiny bit more, I'm going to go in with my Temptu Pro SB Concealer Wheel. I'm going to use one of the lightest colors in a square brush, and I'm going to follow the bottom line of my eyebrows, really making them defined. And then I'm going to bring down the concealer into my lid, which is going to help to make these colorful colors pop a little bit more. So I'm going to start first, and I'm going to go in with my highlight. And so I'm going to do my Lorac Pro 2 palette, and I'm going to use the color Snow in order to really create that nice brow bone highlight, which is going to help bring out your eyes just a tiny bit more. So I'm going to follow exactly where I originally put my SB concealer wheel and just follow the bottom line area of your brow. For one eye in creating the colors of the world, I'm going to go in with the new, well, it's not new, but it's new to me, but I'm going to go in with the Morphe Picasso palette, which is like the prettiest palette I've ever seen in my whole entire life. So first, how I'm going to create one eye is I'm going to start in the inside with the green. And then I'm going to go to the lightest blue in the palette, and then with that I'm going to press in the darkest blue in the palette, ending in a purple, and then blending out the edges with clean brushes. So I'm using more of a very hard paddle brush, and I'm just kind of pressing in the colors next to each other, and then as I'm going in with the next color, blending it in. So I'm going to start out with the light lime green, moving on to the lightest blue, to the darkest blue, ending with the crease color of the purple. Now for the next side of my face, I'm going to go in again with the same Picasso palette, and I'm going to now use the other colors that are in the rainbow and also in the Olympic colors. So I'm going to go in from lightest to darkest once more, from yellow to orange to red, making sure that I'm blending this as I go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the inside color here is the yellow. I'm going to press it in with my paddle brush once more. And then from there I'm going to add in orange, blending those two together, and then adding the red and also blending it as I go. But then I'm taking a clean fluffy brush, adding a little bit more of the red pigment to it, and then just going back and making sure I'm doing the same motion back and forth in order to make sure that they're blended as well as pigmented. Because remember, hashtag blend please. Then in order to fix any of my hiccups or any of the colors that have gone too high, I still go back in with my Lorac Pro 2 palette. And with that, I'm using the color Snow in order to really make that highlight pop, as well as correct any mistakes without taking any makeup off. Our next step now is going to be creating our winged liner. So with that, I'm going to go in with my Starry eyeliner gel in the color Black Asphalt. I'm going to direct you to another video that I have on my YouTube, which is how to create the perfect winged liner. And also, if you would notice that I cannot wink, so that'll be a total fun story that will be in that video. So go ahead, I'll link it down below. Check that out, but make sure you are checking that out because in order to get this look, you need to know how to do a ring liner. So that's really fun. Check that out. So now with our concealer, what I'm going to do is go back into the SB concealer wheel from Temptu Pro, and I'm going to use the two second to darkest colors. So it's a little bit lighter than my own skin tone, but I like to mix the two in order to create the ultimate skin tone for myself. So I like to put it into like a messy triangle, you should say. So this would be the top corner, bringing it down on both sides, as well as bringing it a little bit into my nose area because I do get red sometimes, even with foundation. And then using my beauty blender in order to really go ahead and blend those in and making sure that my lines are nice and smooth. And then after that, I'm going to go in with my Kryloan Anti-Shine Powder. And this is going to be in the color Colorless. And this is going to be what I'm going to set my concealer with. So I don't necessarily do anything like baking or anything like that, but I do just brush on the powder very lightly and make sure that it's nice and all up in there. Next, for our bottom lash line, I am now going to go back into the Picasso palette in order to create our eyeliner for the bottom, but using powder. So I'm going to follow the same method that I did on the top now for the bottom, and I'm going to use the same color and the same number of order. So I'm going to go on this eye, from green to blue to dark blue to purple. And on this side, from yellow to orange to red. And then blending those in, making it, a little bit smoky, so it's kind of like letting it have it on the blending. So for my top lashes, I'm going to go in with my black diamond coating for lash extensions. And this will really help to brush out your lashes as well as darken them up and pick up any powder that is left on your lashes. And then for the bottom, in order to keep my lashes on the bottom just as dark and pretty as I do on the top, I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara in Jet Black. And then I'm just going to brush over my bottom lashes very lightly, not wanting to really distract from the colors that I have underneath the mascara, but really make sure that I'm getting enough darkness that it's seen. So now to create my ultimate bronze, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Medium Deep Bronzer. And this is going to be more of my base. So like I always do, I like to layer. So this is matte, but what I'm going to do is this is going to create more of the color back into my skin. So I like to bring in to deepen in my cheekbones here, and then also follow the frame of my entire face, as well as, my jawline, bringing it down my neck just a tiny bit. Now also, to add in just a tiny bit of glow, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Starlight Bronze Illuminating Powder. And with this, I'm going to now just follow the same areas that I did with the matte bronzer, but now just deepen up just a tiny bit and giving me that nice, sultry look that, when the sunbeams hit me, I look like I've been sitting in the sun, but I'm also, kind of dewy and, shiny. So I'll go with it. I just like looking like a disco ball. So that's pretty much why I always do the glitter. Now for blush, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush. And again, this is a little bit of the dewiness. So as you can see, there's a little bit of a shine to it. And with that, I'm going to then just put it in the apples of my cheek, making sure that they're nice and pink, and then bringing it here to the corner of the inside of your ear. So it's kind of like just the corner of your bottom part of your face, but it's the hole in your ear, which I still haven't figured out what the heck this is called. So I keep going with the triggers. So if anybody actually knows what this is called, let me know in the comments down below. I'll totally use it. So for my gloss, I'm going to go in with the Lorac Alter Ego Lip Gloss. And I'm going to use the color Sociallite and make sure I'm just spreading that lip gloss like my lip gloss is popping and making sure that all the boys are knocking. Boom. See what I did there? See what? I love that. My lip gloss. Now for our final little last touch, which is just like a little bit of a cherry on top of a sundae, is going to be a highlighter. So I'm going to go in with the What's Up Benefit Highlighter. And I'm just going to, since I'm overpowering it already with the colors in my eyes, and if I was going to wear this out, I don't want to be too crazy. So all I'm going to do is just put it on the highs of my cheek here, blend that in, and then whatever's on my finger, just kind of highlight my nose just like a, and then also a little bit under my lip here. So I guess that's most of my face, but still, just a tiny bit. Alright guys, there you have it. there is your Colors of the World inspired makeup tutorial. I hope you guys are digging this because honestly this makes me feel like I want to go hug a person and like give people high fives and like free hugs on the side of the road. I don't know why. That's just what this does to me. It really kind of brings out something out in me. It's definitely a lot of fun, and if you're feeling inspired to recreate this look, please hashtag Raemie Makeup, as well as I do hair and makeup artistry. That way we can see all the inspiration that there is out there in the world, as well as possibly repost some of you lucky ones on our pages. Also, make sure you're giving this video a big thumbs up, as well as subscribing to my channel because I am doing a huge giveaway at 500 subscribers. And we're almost there, and we're also almost at a year on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for supporting me this far in this YouTube career that I have tried to build, and I really appreciate that. Also, last but not least, make sure you are leaving a comment down below telling me what's your favorite Olympic game, or do you not watch the Olympics, because some people don't do that, but some people it's a big deal. So until then, leave those comments down below, and I will see you next week. And I'll see you later, and I'll see you next week, and I'll see you tomorrow.
What are you doing?
I was trying to give alternate endings.